Respected dear youngsters, welcome my hearty salutations to you for the new great seeker in you. My congratulations for the growing personality in you. The real growth is growth in wisdom. Wisdom is that which is the highest. Highest wisdom is about divinity, and that is directly Bhagavan himself is giving. So that knowledge you are gaining, that highest knowledge, spiritual growth happening in you slowly, steadily. For that you deserve lots of congratulations. And my earnest wishes and prayers that this journey which you have started of learning through the Shastras, the best way of living life for the highest purpose, managing through everything, should continue relentlessly, continuously, incessantly, without break for any reason. Let as the seed sown, once it becomes a sapling, continuously the nurturement given to it, it grows to become a big gigantic tree, giving all the fruits, flowers, shade, etc. In the same way, the seed you received and the sprouts which are coming should not be stopped or thwarted or broken or wasted in between. It should go on growing, growing, growing. And in whose hands it is there? It is in the hands of three. One, four. One is God, second Guru, third Shastra, fourth you. Mind you, they always are with you. They are doing their due job. It is in your hands, therefore, fourth. The ball is in your court. Your mind, your intellect will say, enough of it. Let us go for something else. It's not required now at this age. Let us do all this in the old age. As if we are at this age working hard for our own studies and for our own career, etc. आधा टाइम तो वेस्ट ही करते cheating of the mind, mischief of the mind, not allowing it to overpower. If you know that it is in your hands, the ball is in your court, continuously make use of this inpour or the opportunity and keep on growing, growing, growing. That are my special wishes and prayers. So I extended my salutations, gratitudes, and wishes as well as prayers. Now, like every day, let us come together today also for some time to study together. Like every day, today too, we have three topics to cover. One is Bhagavad Gita, second is a small common sense thought, third one is the learning of chanting and meaning of the Bala Mukunda Ashtakam. Yesterday we saw one. If possible, today we will see two, if not one itself. But as it is taught there and then, you have to keep learning also. This is a way we make our mind intellect divine, sharp, subtle, beautiful, purified, not allowing it a chance to graze the unnecessary garbage of the world to become spoiled. Thank you. So Bala Mukunda Ashtakam will do, then one common sense thought and Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, the topic under discussion is that Bhagavan so far has told us about the Jnanam and Vijnanam. Now he told about those who are whose intakarana is bad, therefore they don't Rakshasi Asuri Prakriti Vale, they don't worship me and they live life of Mogasha Moga Karmanaha, then they only fall down. Then the other people who are Mahatma, Devi Prakriti, such people worship me. And how do they worship? Two slokas it is said. Hmm? Satatam Kirtayantaha, all that. Then in the next sloka, 15, it was said, in so many ways they worship me. Now, how can they worship you when they are worshipping in so many forms or ways? Because in this world, in all the forms where the people worship, I alone am there. Therefore, they worship me only. So these are all now the Vijnanam aspects of knowing whatever worship we are doing of is Bhagavan only. This was introduced in chapter 4 when Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi was taught. From there onwards, it went on being developed. Here, slowly, it is coming to the final stages. So, from now onwards, in the verse 16 onwards, 16, 7, 18, 19, 20, Bhagavan enumerates, my dear friends, in the form of all these things, I alone am there. Therefore, you worship me in those forms. Or when you are worshipping me, worshipping those forms, know that they are all me only. Then, blessed by me, you understand me, you reach me. Like nahi? Like when you say, the wave is water, bubble is water, ripple is water, foam is water, froth is water, breaker is water, tide is water, high and low, river is water, waterfalls is water, ocean is water, pond is water, well is water, rivulet is water, canal is water, dam is water. Is there anything wrong? In the same way, pure conscious existence, Lord alone, is in so many forms and names. Others who have not heard this knowledge, for them to understand and accept that everything is God becomes difficult to indigestible. But you and I, as we are studying continuously Gita, what is the meaning of the Paramatma? He is not Krishna or Rama or Vishnu. कृष्ण राम एंड विष्णु जिनके एक्सप्रेशन है दैट इज परमात्मा. किनके एक्सप्रेशन है वो लोग? प्योर कॉन्शियस एग्जिस्टेंस which is called as Parabrahma, Parama Atma in the Upanishadic language. है ना? Krishna came as Avatara. Who came as Krishna Avatara? Krishna is an Avatara of whom Vishnu. Vishnu is one of the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. But who is he? Finally, he is Parabrahma only. That all pervading supreme reality, truth, whose essential nature is Sat and Chit. Clear? So, in that way, we worship Rama and Krishna duly for their powers and blessings. They are eternal. We also know they are expressions of the truth. From that truth standpoint, everything is that only. Therefore, whomever we are worshipping Him only. Therefore, continue worshipping. But to reduce the differentiation, know that all of them are one God only. That practice here, Bhagavan Krishna is giving us in verses number 16 onwards. That will be our topic today. Okay? Let us start. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ कौसल्या सुप्रजा रामपूर्वा सन्ध्या प्रवर्तते. उत्तिष्ठ नरशार्दूल कर्तव्यं दैवमानिकम्. उत्तिष्ठोत्तिष्ठ गोविन्द उत्तिष्ठ गरुडध्वज उत्तिष्ठ कमलाकान्त त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु. मातः समस्तजगतां मधुकैटभारेः वक्षो विहारिणि मनोहर दिव्यमूर्ते श्रीस्वामिनि श्रितजन प्रियदानशीले श्रीवेङ्कटेशदयिते तव सुप्रभातं तव सुप्रभातमरविन्दलोचने भवतु प्रसन्नमुखचन्द्रमण्डले विधिशङ्करेन्द्रवणिताविरर्चिते वृषशैलनाथदयिते दयानिधे. है ना? वेंकटेश सुप्रभातम फ्यू श्लोकास. अत्र्यादि सप्त ऋषय सौपास संध्याम आकाश सिंधु कमलानि मनोहराणि आदाय पादयुगमर्चयितुं प्रपन्नाः शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम. ब्यूटिफुल. एषत् प्रफुल्ल सरसेरुहनारिकेलपूगद्रुमादि सुमनोहर बालिकानाम् आवाति मन्दमनिलः सह दिव्यगन्धैः शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्. पञ्चाननाब्जभवषण्मुखवासवाद्याः त्रैविक्रमादिचरितं विबुधास्तुवन्ति भाषापतिः पठति वा सरशुद्धिमारात् शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातं भृङ्गावळी च मकरन्दरसानुविद्ध झङ्कारगीतनिनदैः सहसेव्यनाय निर्यान्त्युपान्तसरसि कमलोदरेभ्यः शेषाद्रिशेखरविभो. What a beautiful meaning, Tava Suprabhatam. Good, we have done our prayers. Now come to Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita, we are in ninth chapter. Name is Royal Knowledge, Royal Secret. It is about the divinity who is all pervading. Therefore, we are also that too. When this is known, the ignorance and ignorance created all commotions. That is called as moksha se ashubhat. We get freed from. That can be experienced. No more sense of incompleteness, limitation, conditionings. Therefore, trying to become complete, unlimited, and unconditional, that struggle of creating desires, then to fulfill the desires, working hard right behind the things and beings, all this put together is called as samsara, which is because of delusion, which is because of ignorance. When this knowledge is done, all ignorance created delusion, delusion created struggle, and struggle leading only dukkha misery. All of that gets wiped off. If this knowledge is not gained, for whatever the number of lives you live, you only will be in this life only, ending up only in dukkha and mrityu. अश्रद्धधाना पुरुषाः धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप अप्राप्यमां निवर्तन्ते मृत्यु संसार वर्तते. Samsara is dukkha, mrityu is death. Only though हमको रहेंगे finally. But you know this knowledge, establish in that knowledge, abide in this knowledge. You are free from all limitations, conditionings, incompletenesses, miseries. You see it, it will happen. So the theoretical knowledge about Bhagwan, then practicing the presence of Bhagwan everywhere, so that everything is discovered as Bhagwan. Then from the mind, there is something other than Bhagwan which can be made as friend or enemy to me. All that nonsense goes away. This is all the impure mind purified. The wrong intellect rightly educated. The wrong impressions are replaced by the authentic, correct impressions. This is called spirituality. Spirituality removes the ignorance by the knowledge, removes negativity with the positivity. You understood? Be careful. Listen again and again. You will be given more and more these informations. So Bhagavan gave us Maya Tatavidam Sarvam Jagad Avyakta Murtina. What do you have to catch from these lessons, these shlokas? Ki discovery of the gold in ornaments, water in all the waves or rivers, ocean. We talk the language of river, wave, all that. Very less we talk about water. But it's because of water, the Avyakta Murti, all the Vyakta Murtis are there. It is the mud which is Avyakta Murti because of all parts are there. But we forget it. Just look from the water standpoint, there's only one water. Look from gold, there's only one gold. Look from the Avyakta Murti Paramatma standpoint, everything are his own expression. There's nothing other than him, apart from him, independent of him, and that him is me. There's nothing other than me. This experience which I have to gain, maybe 10 years, 10 lives, 20 lives, it may take. For thoroughly studying all this, removing all the doubts, sitting for the meditational practice for years together, then realizing. But for that, the seed is sown now. So along with your profession, your outly worldly success, go on adding this true wisdom, liberating wisdom. That is what India. सनातन धर्म में वृत्ति सिखाकर वृत्ति कराते हुए अध्यात्म भी सिखाते थे. So you will be excelling and being happy in the world through his professional skills. But the ultimate goal is Bhagavan. So through the spiritual enhancement or sadhana, they evolve in the spirituality also. So in 5, 6, 10 lines after listening from the Guru, the Tattva Jnana, they improve, they become deep in that knowledge, they meditate and realize that self as themselves. हो गया खेल खत्म दुकान बंद. No samsara after that. Okay, this was told to us by Maya Tatamidam Jagadavyaktamurti Mastani, all that. Sarvabhutani nachaham teshu avastitha nachamastani bhutani pashya me yoga maheshwaram bhutabhrut nacha bhutastha mama atma bhutabhavana. Don't ask what's that. Last 7 days I am talking only on that. Example is like the Vayu in the Akasha. Born from Akasha, stays in the Akasha, moves in Akasha, never touches Akasha. So to the whole world, born in the Lord, staying in Lord, moving in the Lord, never touch that Lord. That is Bhagwan. That Bhagwan is me. He is in me also. He is one not one without. He is not one per head. Because he is one, it has to be me only. Me also. Me only. Nachamastani bhutani. Okay. Then after he Bhagwan told about all beings at the Kalpakshaya go into the Prakriti. Kalpadav Bhagwan projects. He does with his own Maya Shakti, but according to the nature of the people, samskara of the people. What karma they have done, what karma phala they expect, they deserve, depending on that. So when that is done, Bhagavan says, this biasness, seeming biasness, doesn't touch me because I am neither the ahankari with kartrutva, nor I am doing anything with any karma phalasakti. Nasamam tani karmani lipanti dhananjaya udasina vadasina asaktam teshu karmas. Asakta teshu. Now this is all to be pondered with your youngsters, a brilliant IAS officer type of mind. What is said here, what is meant here, what are its deeper consequences of this sentence. तुम लोगों को थोड़ा मेहनत करके समझना चाहिए, थोड़ा करना, दिमाग लगाना पड़ता है. Everything cannot be conveyed, guidance can be given. So because I am udasinavad asinaha, not a doer, egoistic doer, asaktam tesu karmasu, nor expecting the karma phala, therefore those karmas of creating beings at the kalpa and dissolving them at the kalpanta into the Moola Prakriti. These actions, in between whatever I do, they don't touch me. It has come in the third chapter also. Namam karmani limpanti, name karma phale spruha, iti mam yo vijanati, karma virna samadhyate, evam gnatva krutam karma, purvairapi mumukshubhi, kuru karmaiva tasmatvam, purvai purvataram krutam, kim karma kima karmeti, kavayopyatra mohitaha. 14-15 slokas of fourth chapter, not third. We have seen all that. Okay, then when it is said again, you say you are Visujami, you say again you are Udasina. How come neither not doing and doing both go together? Okay, that answer. Okay, the real truth is what? I don't do. In my presence, the Maya does. Like the woman of the home, she doesn't cook. The cook cooks. And the people who came as guests, when they eat, they say, कौन बनाया वो तो मैं बनाई हूँ. वो बनाई नहीं, उनके presence में servants ने बनाया. Here also Bhagavan is not the Karta. In his presence, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate. Anena Yetuna Jagat Parivartate. Creation and all happening that are in creation are happening because of Maya in the presence of God. I suggest you to contemplate on this relationless relationship between the God, the Maya, and the Jagat. Who is the creator of the Jagat? The Lord. But is he doing it directly? No. Then how is it happening? In his presence, Maya is doing. Can the Maya create without Bhagavan? No, it cannot. And what actually the Maya does in creation, it only adds Rupa Nama. To whom? The Bhagavan, who is all pervading. All pervading Lord remaining all pervading. That the Rupa Nama is given becomes the world. Like the canvas on the screen, on the wall. Canvas remaining there itself. Your various coloring painting makes the canvas appear as a scenery. And in that scenery, in that canvas, if you have made a village scene, then you see the fields, the farmers, the birds, the sky, nearby a small lake, a sun rising, there's a mountain, some children there. Oh no, where are all of them? They are nothing but the painting given by you on the canvas. And you name it कि ये है घर है, ये है जो है ये फसल का जगह है, खेती. They are there or not? They are there but not without the substratum, the support called as a canvas. On the canvas, painting is that scene of village. So to on the canvas of Bhagwan, the painting of Rupa Nama is the whole world. The rupas are different. Nama therefore have to be different to differentiate them. And what for the Rupanama? Only for Vyavahara. When the Vyavahara becomes more important than Vyavahara, it becomes Samsara. We suffer in that. How? By adding all unnecessary Diraga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha. That is called Moha, Avidya. That is what is to be eliminated. The Vyavahara continues, substratum is known. That is why Bhagavan says, I am the substratum of whole world, not knowing me that way, taking me only as a human being, people insult me. Not only that, by insulting me that way, they just pursue something else other than knowing me as the goal. They pursue something other than me knowing, something other than knowing me as the goal. For them, I am not the goal. And if I am not the goal, everything is not real. Therefore, they can never reach those goals. That is why all their efforts are moghasha. When they are not fulfilled, then they give up all righteous means and they become demonic and devilish. Therefore, Rakshasi Masurim Prakrutim, Mohinim Srita. But those who are having positive nature, they believe the presence of God as everything, then for them the God becomes the goal, not the world. Then to reach that God, for that God's grace alone is required. Then they start worshipping me. That is what Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Daivim Prakriti Mashritaha Bhajanti. Me only, Ananya Manasaha. What is all that I explained to you? Jnatva Dekho, Bhuta Adim and Avyayam. Knowing me to be the substratum of all. All of them are projected out of me and they end, but I don't end. I am Avyayam. Like the blackboard in a school, nowadays, kya screen, I don't know. Every subject wala teacher comes and writes and goes. But it is Avyayam, the board remains same. Physics teacher makes physics formula, chemistry wala chemistry, maths wale apna लिख के जाते हैं, history wale history लिख के जाते हैं. It is wiped out. So the letters are projected on the screen or on the blackboard. So too on the self only the whole world is projected. Again it goes on. Every moment also it is dissolving. प्रलय में और कल्पांत में सब कुछ डिसॉल्व होता है. Like every class also after it cleaning is going on. But when all the classes over evening, that whoever are the watchmen, they पूरा clean कर देते. What we are talking here? Jnatva bhuta adim avyayam. Knowing me to be the cause. Adi means cause. Cause of everything. Endless cause of everything. On me the cause, the effects are superimposed. The effects change. The pots break. Mud never breaks. Mud is the cause, pot is the effect. Then how do they worship me was the beautiful topic yesterday we saw. That is where we have to start today. Take off. Take off. Let us touch the one that sloka number 15 and 16 and 17. ये तीनों हम ना तीन बार पढ़ेंगे. या 15 वाला एक बार, 16 17 चार बार. उनकी कल किया ना हमने. So then we can do 2 shlokas today if possible. Let us see. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ नवमोऽध्यायः राजविद्या राजगुह्य योगः श्रीभगवानुवाच 14 15 to one time we do, then 16 17 4 times we do. Okay, what is 14 15? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha drudhavrataah namasyantyascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate ज्ञानयज्ञेन चाप्यन्ये यजन्तो मामुपासते एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम्. Now the fourth next slokas. 2. Aham kraturaham yajnaha swadhahamaham aushadham अहं क्रतुरहं यज्ञः स्वधाहमहमौषधम् अहं क्रतुरहं यज्ञः स्वधाहमहमौषधम् अहं क्रतुरहं यज्ञः स्वधाहमहमौषधम् मन्त्रोऽहमहवे अहमेवाज्यम् अहमग्निरहं हुतं मन्त्रोऽहमहमेवाज्यम् अहमग्निरहं हुतं मन्त्रोऽहमहमेवाज्यम् अहमग्निरहं हुतं मन्त्रोऽहमहमेवाज्यम् अहमग्निरहं हुतं नेक्स्ट श्लोक पिताहमस्य जगतः माता धाता पितामहः 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 वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः रुक्सामयजुरेव च वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः रुक्सामयजुरेव च वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः रुक्सामयजुरेव च वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः रुक्सामयजुरेव च अहं क्रतु श्रीभगवानुवाच अहं क्रतुरहं यज्ञः स्वधाहमहमौषधं मन्त्रोऽहमहमेवाज्यम् अहमग्निरहं हुतं पिताहमस्य जगतः माता धाता पितामहः वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः रुक्सामयजुरेव च Now, what is the whole discussion or our study happening? You should have a clear idea. The clear idea is this key, even though everything is Bhagavan, that knowledge that everything Bhagavan is not with us. Second is what? We have done the practice of something other than Bhagavan to be real in the world. Therefore, we are not seeing Bhagavan. We have started calling the wood as the tree, sorry, the wood as the table, the chair, the door, and the window, etc. We have forgotten the wood. So we have lost the knowledge that everything is God. We did a practice as if everything is real as other than God. Reverse is being done now. That logically proved that everything is existing and is aware. Without existence and awareness, nothing can be. Whether it is a micro, smallest thing, or macro, the entire universe. An atom is existing, universe is existing. The atom is so small, universe is so big. It's okay. But in both of them are supported by one existence, which is neither atom nor the universe. It is to be experienced in ourselves as I, me. Then only the final goal is reached. Slowly you will come to know that knowledge as you grow in age. Now, by giving this knowledge, we are told theoretically first, the four substratum of everything is Bhagavan. On Bhagavan, everything is superimposed. Now, what to do the practice? Let the things be there, let them be used, let them add the beauty to the living and world. Let us practice that everything is God. By this, what will happen? Beyond all this name form is God only. In the form of name and form also is one God only. Therefore, the notion that there are some things other than me and the God because of which I created, right? Variety of thoughts and emotion which created the commotion in my life, they go away. Like, we live 80, 90, 100 years with this body. We use every part of the body, but we never have samsara or problem with any body, any part of the body of the hating someone, liking someone, disliking someone. ऐसा नहीं होता some part. We love all the parts same. The toe also, the tip of the toe say, top of the head, crown, roof, taka. We all have same love. Though the parts are different, names are different, functions are different, placements are different. Some parts too you have not seen original. None, you can't see your heart. They show on the screen, but that is not original, no? The back of ours we have never seen. We can't see. They may show on the mirror, but it's a reflection, not real. But even though so many parts are there, yet we have no that type of partiality, biasness, and also whichever the part is troubled, we take care of it. You know, कोई disease बीमारी है, उसको ठीक करते हैं. Do you know why? Because I alone am there in my right hand leg, left hand, right leg, left leg, everything. Is it not? In the same way, when I discover I alone, the Lord alone am there in and through every word, Vyavahara will continue. It won't come down to the level of samsara. Every Vyavahara will continue, but not samsara. What's the difference between Vyavahara and samsara? See, let's say you are a conductor of a bus. You are taking ticket from everyone. Suddenly your own son or brother, anybody comes. No, you don't be normal at that time. Suddenly, अरे मेरा है तो इससे टिकट नहीं लूंगा या मैं अपना पैसा करूंगा, which you have not done to the other people. Bus is same, traveling is same, cost is same. But suddenly, why? Because you took that person to be somebody else from the others. You took that person yourself also other, and you established a relation of some relativity, blood relation, हो या कुछ भी हो. Then the unnecessary confusion of should I take ticket or not comes. If you're a traveler, you should take. That's called some vyavahar. No, 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 he's my brother, I will not. It's called samsara. A deserving person is given job. It is vyavahara. Undeserving fellow is given samsara. That's how in India, wretched stupidly, all the undeserving are given promotions on name of various things. कुछ भी कुछ नाम दे करके देते हैं. Therefore, undeserving candidates when they are there, they don't work. Then the India will not progress is stagnant. That's samsara. He is brother or sister at home, not here in the travel. At home also, for some particular relations, not beyond it also. Like I am a teacher talking to you as Geetha. Beyond that, what relation I can have for you? Nothing. Only I can have for you in my mind, extend my love to you. If you come and ask a question, again the relation established temporarily as an answerer, questioner. I answer Scott, Katam. This is called living in Vyavahara, not creating samsara. Hmm. Jnatva bhutadim avyayam. Okay. Having said, then how do they do the bhajanti of me, ananya manasaha? So these are the beautiful things we saw last 2 days. Satatam kirtayantah mam, yatantaha, durdhavrataha, namasyantyasya mam bhaktya, nityayuktaha upasate. Every word we have explained yesterday, day before. And for that, jnana yajnena chapyanye yajantaha mam upasate. Through jnana yajna, they do my upasana. Some do through the jnana yajna ekatvena, all are one. Some pruthatvena, of me only. Some bahudha, in many forms. Vishuddha mukam, for them everything is God. Me. How come it is so? That they are worshipping so many and you are claiming that it is yours? Oh, that point I have not explained or you have not caught it. Actually, in this world, no, whatever you are touching and all is me only, my dear friend. Therefore, anything done to anyone, good or bad, done to me only. That is what is in today's shloka. Bhagavan is very specifically saying it needs a little subtle intellect for you to catch. Try karo. Bhagavan says, Aham kratu. I am the kratu. Aham yajna. I am yajna. फलासक्ति से जो करते हैं उसको क्रतु कहते हैं. थोड़ा सबके लिए फल के लिए करते हैं उसको यज्ञ कहते हैं. Sometimes those which are said in the Vedas is called kratu, which are said in the Purana Itihasa are called yajna. So I am the kratu, I am the yajna. It is me only in that form. Okay, yajna I am, kratu I am. In that yajna, whatever the process to be followed, whatever the steps to be followed, what is the outcome of it, in that form I am only there. Like the paint saying, I am the fields, I am the river, I am the bird and flying of the bird also me only. The paint is saying, when we are seeing the paint on the canvas, which we painted 15 minutes back. Okay, Swadha Aham. Swadha is that particular thing which is given to the Pitru Devatas. What is given to Devatas is Swaha. What is given to the Pitru Devatas is Swadha. Particular way of Ucharana mantra as well as different oblation is offered. Pitron ke liye. Swadha Aham. Aham Oshadham. I am the Oshadi. Oshadi means all the plants which are eatable for all beings. Aham Oshadham. Or Swada means the food that is consumed by all beings for their survival. It is me. Aushadam means that medicine which cures the diseases. It is me. And today is a very unique day. है ना 20 है ना 1 जुलाई of 2023. ये हर साल जुलाई 1 को आता है या मे बी द फर्स्ट सैटरडे ऑफ जुलाई आई डोंट नो. Today is the 3 in 1. Today is the doctor's day. Today is farmer's day. Today chartered accountant's day. So as a doctor's day, today we are getting the health from the God in the form of doctors. Being farmer's day, we are getting the food from the God in the form of the farmers. Today being chartered accountants day, today from the God we are getting our finances maintained, managed through these chartered accountants. अच्छा हो गया ना तीनों. आज ये बात आया. स्वदा aham, aham aushadham. Swada is food. Aushadham is medicine. So food is given by farmers, medicine is given by doctors. So our tribute to them that we are studying that sloka today. Tribute to them. Then various chartered accountants have come. Mantroham, mantra means mantrana. They are the ones who give us advice as to how to present all our things so that the taxes are properly done. Is it not? So aham kratuhu, a particular type of yajnas. Aham yajnaha, I am yajna swarupa. Swadha aham, either it is called पितृ देवताओं को अर्पण करने वाला स्वधा or swada is a food eaten by all. Aushadham aham, if you take swada as the offering given to the Pitu Devatas, then the Aushadha is the common food to all. If you take swada to be the common food of all, Aushadha means medicine. Medicine for removing the pain and dukkha. See the doctor's contribution remove so much of physical dukkha's. All these three help us physically only. Physical, financial and all. Aushadam. Then mantroham. All the mantras that are chanted in doing the yajnas, in doing the upasanas, every mantra has come from me. I am only there in that form. Ahameva ajyam. The ajyam, the finally adding havihi or the ghee which is poured in the yajna. That is me. Then aham hutam. Even the action of offering also is me. Because without the Lord's presence, the action also cannot be done. Good shloka it is. And all of this is Vijnanam. See, in all these forms, that Bhagwan alone is there because without that Bhagwan, they cannot exist at all. Because Bhagwan is existence. Bhagwan is pure consciousness. Clear? In the next mantra, I will say, Pitaham Asya Jagataha Mata Dhata Pitamaha. I am the father of the entire universe. I am the mother of the entire universe. Asya Jagataha. I am the giver of everything to everyone in the entire universe. Dhata. I am the grandfather. Pitamaha. Like that, any go, it is me only in those forms. Then Vedyam. In this world, if you have to know the truth, ultimate, it is me only to be known, worthy of knowing I am the Vedya Vastu. मुझे ही जानना है, मैं ही जानने के finally लायक हूँ. Because when you know me, you become me, you are liberated from all your limitations. Other than me, if you know anything else, then you only get created desires and you get lost only. That's what I am Vedya. Then Pavitram, I am the purifier. Omkaraha, I am the Omkara which is used for sadhana to recognize the God. Then which sadhanas to be done, the knowledge, where is it given? In Vedas. Therefore, Rukku Sama Yajureva Cho. All these three Veda Rupa also Main Hi Hu. So in this way, this is what the Vijnanam. So in our mind, they all are known to us, but we never know that they are all expression of God. Now we have to start practicing, having understood हर एक रूप में भगवान ही है. So that everything is Bhagavan, that knowledge is predominant. Second, out of that Bhagavan only these things appear. Only for Vyavahara, it should be there. This much when we limit ourselves to, without misusing the freedom given for the licentiousness of projecting the unwanted things, we are never in bondage or samsara or dukkha. Think about it, you youngsters. You are intelligent. I know when you try, you can catch it. Thank you. We'll stop here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, today's second topic of common sense thought is again mind's mischief of behaving in such a manner. It is inimical to itself, thus troubles itself and destroys itself. Mind's mischief of behaving in such a manner that it becomes its own enemy, its own destroyer. Like the children, very small children, by going to the places where they should not go, they become their own enemy. By eating that they should not eat, they eat and they become inimical to them. बच्चे लोग छोटे हैं 1 साल के वाले कोई कागज का टुकड़ा है खा लेते कोई भी ऐसा चीज़ है which is very harmful and they suffer for days together with stomach ache and all. So they are becoming inimical to themselves. Why? It's a childishness, ignorance. Then the parents always say beta ये नहीं खाना वो नहीं खाना. Slowly when they train him, educate him, then he understand. Other than the दिमाग of mother father कुछ नहीं खाना अब वो खा लिए इसलिए हमेशा भूखा. The child is inimical to himself. So to a youngster is inimical to himself. Doesn't do the things for his career, his own career destroys. बाद में फिर क्या है फिर से मौका नहीं मिलेगा हुए. And for all of that the cause is mana. Therefore mana's behavior of becoming involved itself is its mischief. From that we have to protect it. How the child is protected? By somebody's guidance. How the youth is protected? By somebody's guidance. How the mind has to be protected? By the guidance of the well-educated, well-equipped buddhi. ठीक है नहीं? When the buddhi through study of shastras knows exactly what is to be achieved, further what to be done and what not to be done, under the strict guidance of parents when the children are there, they don't destroy themselves. Under the strict guidance of intellectual knowledge, when the mind behaves, it won't behave as inimical to itself. Mind completely has to come under the say of intellect, not the other way around. And which intellect? Which is thoroughly studied Shastra, therefore knows all in and out of the whole life and the world, and who knows, which knows the whole goal of life, means of life. ऐसे बुद्धि के कंट्रोल में मन आना चाहिए. Then it will not be inimical to itself. Otherwise, it is inimical. I only have the lust and passion, and I only indulge in negativities. I only enter into the regrets and guilts. I only am interested in chori dakaiti. Then my own mind only having conducted that suffers. Like I only take wrong food and trouble my own body. I only become enemy to myself because of desire for this or that food. That you have to avoid. You have to mind health, not the desire fulfillment. So to the mind should be employed for the work for which it is given. Then it is not inimical to it. That should be education should be given to mind by the intellect. Left to itself, then the mind will become its own enemy by projecting, imagining so many thousands, millions of desires and all, and every one of them cannot be fulfilled then we end up in going in wrong directions, wrong channels. So, equipped, educated intellect should guide the mind. Our own intellect should guide our own mind. Else, our own mind become inimical to itself, and who carrying the load of that mind, we also suffer. So today's common sense thought is mind's mischief of behaving in such a manner that it becomes inimical, destructive to itself. That's because of ignorance, uninformed nature. So the intellect should have all the knowledge and should also control the mind, so that the mind's mischief is regulated. We are safe. This particular mischief of becoming enemy to itself. Mind only says lazy. No, lazy हो गया, आदत बन गया. Very good opposites are coming. Because of laziness, you are not doing it. The same mana suffers again. The mana which entertained laziness. Then the mana which entertained, some cruel thought. It does some cruel action. Again, that mana only suffers. So why take that negative things? Why not only positive? Okay, that's how the positive values, virtues make our own mind our own friend. Negative values, virtues make our own mind our own enemy. This is a common sense thought today. Mind's mischief of destroying itself, by its own choice. Wrong choice. Avoid that. Common sense thought. Thank you. Today we'll do our BAALA MUKUNDA ASHTAKAM. Second shloka. First one we saw yesterday. Appa. Second is what? Samhrutya lokan vatapatra madhye शयानमाद्यन्त विहीनरूपं सर्वेश्वरं सर्वहितावतारं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि. So samhrutya lokan, dissolving all the worlds into himself like the spider. Vatapatra madhye shayanam, who is sleeping in that pralaya jalati, in that lotus leaf, which was seen by Markandeya Rishi, as I told you, in a day or two, we are seeing in our evening, 6 o'clock Bhagavatam. Shayanam Adyanta Vihina Rupam. Lord is He who has no Adi, there is no Anta. He is Anadi and Ananta. Everything else are projected in him, therefore they are Adivala. And because anything has beginning, it will have end, they have all Anta. But Bhagavan is Adi Anta Rahita. Vihina, that Lord in the form of that small Krishna Mukunda in the Vatapatra has given darshan to Markandeji. That small child is not Krishna, not Paramatma. Paramatma expresses like that for the darshan. So samhrutya lokan vatapatra madhya shayanam adyanta vihina rupam sarva ishwaram. He is the Ishvara, ruler, governor, controller of everyone. Sarva hita avataram. And when he took this Krishna avatara, it is for the hita of everyone. Everyone, even if he has killed Kamsa, made Duryodhana be killed, Jarasandha killed by Bhima, or himself so many Rakshasas he killed. भगवान मारते नहीं, भगवान तारते हैं. उनका भी कल्याण होता है जिनको उन्होंने मारा, और उनके जाने के बाद द वर्ल्ड बिकम पीसफुल प्लेस टू स्टे. Therefore, he is Sarvahita Avataram. Such a Bala Mukundam Manasasmara. No, these slokas with meaning should enter into our heart. Then consciously with meaning, when you remember the sloka, then comes the bhava to express the chanting. While chanting, expressing that bhavana. Intellectual समझदारी नहीं है, दिल पिघला नहीं है, तो these are a mechanical advertisement like slokas. Our Sanatana Dharma slokas have to be chanted with pure bhavana, born out of the knowledge about the glory of that God, of whom that stuti or shloka is there. Such Bala Mukunda, I am doing salutation. Okay, 6 times we'll chant today. Om Sri Krishna Anugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Bodha Purana Ityasokta Bhagavad Bhagavata Darshanam Sanatana Dharma Vedikam Sute Punaruttana Prishvayapti Punarjagana Vishwayaptyartham Asmakamavi आयुरारोग्य क्षेम स्थैर्य प्राप्त्यर्थम शास्त्र सत्संग कार्य दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम Shri Balamukunda Ashtakantargata Shlokasya Japam Paranam Sarve Karishyamahe. Second one. Before that, the first one is Kararavindena Padaravindam Mukharavinde Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. The second one. संहृत्य लोकान् वटपत्रमध्ये शयानमाद्यन्तविहीनरूपं सर्वेश्वरं सर्वहितावतारं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि संहृत्य लोकान् वटपत्रमध्ये शयानमाद्यन्तविहीनरूपं सर्वेश्वरं सर्वहितावतारं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि संहृत्य लोकान् वटपत्रमध्ये शयानमाद्यन्तविहीनरूपं सर्वेश्वरं सर्वहितावतारं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि संहृत्य लोकान् वटपत्रमध्ये शयानमाद्यन्तविहीनरूपं सर्वेश्वरं सर्वहितावतारं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि संहृत्य लोकान् वटपत्रमध्ये शयानमाद्यन्तविहीनरूपं सर्वेश्वरं सर्वहितावतारं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि संहृत्य लोकान् वटपत्रमध्ये शयानमाद्यन्तविहीनरूपं सर्वेश्वरं सर्वहितावतारं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि. Both Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. Beautiful stotra we have done. Common sense thought, mind's mischief of behaving in such a manner, it becomes its own enemy by all the negativities. Let the intellect which understood the correct way of life guide that mind. Common sense thought. In Geetha today we saw Bhagavan alone is everything. Therefore, when we do various worships, we are touching directly the God. Develop this feeling so that there is nothing in the world as other than the God. Now we are in a situation, even if 10 gods come, we don't believe them. We say, who are you? Which Nata company you came from? Because of that much of there is no God practice has been done in our heart. Replacing that and having that practice that everything is taken as the God, which we have to do. For that only, 7th chapter also, the Vibhutis were told, Rasomaps Kaunteya Prabhasmi Sheshsureyo. Here also, Aham Kraturaham Yajna Salaham Amashadam. 11th, 10th chapter also completely. Amatma Gudakesha Sarabhuta Shestitaha. All Vibhutis are shown of God for us to see that as God. Main job is everything let it be in whatever the name, form, functioning it is. But for us, it is basically God first. Then he only with his Maya Shakti appearing as this world for our Vyavahar. Hmm. Like the electrical work. It is hidden in you. Suddenly in your house or neighbor's house, some electrical problem came. So they called you. So don't you bring your knowledge of electricity and do the work and go back? Where is that knowledge of your thing gone inside? In the same way, the entire world is expression of God only. Goes back into him. Other than him, there is nothing. You have to establish in this strong knowledge and look the world from that standpoint, which takes lot of time. First, you have to be get convinced. Start doing. When you do, lots of obstructions will come. How to conquer them? You have to ask. You have to answer you. All that hota hai. Anyway, a good chapter. This is a Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam, ninth one. So we have come up to 16, 17 slokas. Exactly half of it remaining we'll see. Sarvam Krishna Pranamam Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mapnuyat Shanta Muccheta Vandebhya Muktaschanyan Vimocheto Aksatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Murtyorma Sangamaya Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Parabrahmabhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Gita Matre Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Samasta Guru Paramparaye Namaha Vedavyasa Sadgurave Adya Sankur Sadgurave Shankarat Gurave Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha తత్సద్బ్రహ్మార్పణమస్తు. Yeah, thank you. Govind.